What's going on in New York? You already know that we know what's going on as far as NYCHA is concerned. It looks like 7 on Your Side investigates New Yorkers wait years for housing. Over 5,000 NYCHA units sit empty. Well, did they clean them up from when whoever moved out? Because lest we not act like, from what we've seen, NYCHA places suck.
And the cost of living in New York City.
In fact, the city is facing a housing crisis with a record number of homeless people on the streets and a record long wait for people to get a subsidized apartment. At the same time, we found thousands of government-run apartments just sitting empty.
Yeah, so what's going on? 7 on Your Side investigative reporter Dan Krauth found out the answer why. He joins us now with what he uncovered. Dan.
Tens of thousands of people need homes in New York City, while thousands of government-run apartments are sitting empty. There are so many of them, if you put them all together, they'd fill up the entire Empire State Building and then some.
The government-run apartments, lest we not forget that part. So here we go again. As far as the government is concerned, they can sit there, they can let places be vacant. You try to reach them when there's a problem. The elevators don't work on a 20-story building, rats, roaches, and mice, and you try to get in contact with them. And imagine if you owned your own home. And I know everyone should not own a home and does not own a home or doesn't want to own a home, right? And you had a problem and an issue. You could take care of it yourself, and you ain't got to wait on no one except for the repair person or whoever you need to come in and take care of that issue. Instead of calling and waiting and thinking that they're going to get back to you in a timely manner, and they don't. You have no recourse whatsoever. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's right. All I'm saying is that this is what you can expect from the government. So if they got all those places vacant and they just sitting there, they are not thinking enough to renovate them to get more people in there. And they're probably at different complexes. So one's here, one's there, 2 over there, and 5 over here. So the surrounding apartments have the same issues, allegedly. So what good would it do anyone anyway? But y'all, I don't know.
Problem has grown worse since I first reported on the issue 2 years ago.
I don't understand what's the excuse or what's the holdup.
Betty Bernhardt put her name on the wait list to move into one of these. A New York City Housing Authority building, not weeks or even months ago.
2022, they finally asked me for my income.
But years ago, 8 years ago.
Oh, God, have some mercy, okay.
I first met her back in 2023, and she's still waiting.
It's really, really frustrating.
Did we talk about this woman? I feel like she does look familiar. Oh, my goodness. I've said it all before. I love New York. I really do. I really do. But I don't love it that much that I'm just going to live in government subsidized housing, squalor, wait on them. If you're waiting this long to try to get in there, imagine what's going to happen, God forbid, if there is a problem in there. That's just what I would think, y'all.
I first met her back in 2023, and she's still waiting.
It's really, really frustrating for a person that has a job, that is, willing to pay whatever they need to.
She's one of more than 174,000 people on the wait list.
174,000 people are waiting to get into NYCHA. Wow.
I think the system is kind of messed up. It really is.
When we first reported on the issue in 2023, there were 4,800 city-run apartments sitting empty. Today, that number has grown to more than 5,900, a 23% increase. There are vacant apartments waiting to be renovated for new tenants to move in.
Okay, so that's what I said. They're waiting to be renovated. So they're in no hurry to renovate them. That tells you everything that you need to know. That tells me everything that I need to know. The housing crisis isn't their issue. You're waiting around for the government to do something. And, child, go on.
People build buildings in less time.
Councilmember Alexa Vilas got to ask housing leaders.
They should compare that to Umar School, child.
Why during a recent hearing.
So I was actually quite alarmed. I have all the vacancies here.
NYCHA officials said the apartments are old and take up to 6 months to remove lead paint and asbestos.
This is a vital opportunity to carry out critical health and safety work.
While the number of units has increased, the time it takes to turn around a vacant apartment has improved. 2 years ago, it took 412 days. Now it's a little less than a year, a 15% improvement.
Those timeframes feel still obscenely long.
Councilmember Aviles sponsored new city legislation that would require the city to give a detailed monthly report on vacant apartments. In a statement, the city said NYCHA already makes available to the public vacancy data on its website, which is updated on a monthly basis.
Is it just one? We have 5,000 units, and that's
the total.
Okay. So relatively useless if I'm specifically interested in what's happening in Red Hook.
But some council members don't want totals. They want specifics on where they're located and why they're still empty.
The constant reporting really is about accountability.
To help people like Betty finally get a place to call her own.
I'm ready to get out of here.
Betty, it will not be yours. Betty, it will not be yours. Let me say it again, Umar style. Betty, it will not be yours. Mr. Reporter, it's not going to be hers. If it's taken this long and this struggle in order to potentially and possibly get in, what do they think is going to happen once they get in there? I'm thinking that these people aren't thinking that far ahead. I'm thinking, Betty, since 2023 up until 2026, no, we in 2025, right? 2 years. What have you been doing? Where have you been living? What is the problem? Can't you stay there if you've been there this daggone long? Why do you need to get into NYCHA? Just to pay less money? You must be able to afford it at this point. So continue to where you are. I mean, obviously we don't know the intricacies because she's not going to give us that information, but you may be getting out of the fryer and into the frying pan, or however that saying goes, by waiting and wanting so badly to get into NYCHA when you see how they are right now. Now, listen, it's the government, so they could take as long as they want because it's not their money, and it's not like the people who are in charge. It's not their money, and that those vacant places don't affect them, as opposed to a personal landlord where if we don't have nobody in there, then that means that we got to pay that mortgage. So we want to make that turnaround be quicker and faster. They're basically saying it's taken a year to remove asbestos and lead. That means that up until these people have left, they've been living with asbestos and lead. Imagine if they don't get it out and they just be like, yeah, child, we got it out. And then they put you in there. I mean, listen to that. Who even wants to go? So only those places that are empty in those particular units are the ones that don't have the asbestos and lead. So does that mean that everyone else around them, because they haven't moved out yet, are living with asbestos and lead? Why would you want to live here? Any of these places? Is it just me? I know it's me.
In my own place.
It's about time. NYCHA says City Council does not have jurisdiction over the department, but they're happy to work with them on policy matters. We will continue to monitor this issue, and I will let you know what happens.
Yeah, Don, whatever your name is, let us know what happens. But let me just say yet again, you depend on someone else to care for you. Like, these women be making these comparisons to men, people that you choose, people that you say, I want to be with you, you want to be with me, and then turn around and talk about what they don't do, and it's not right, crust, dust, must, rust, ashy ass bums, right? But you're willing to get into bed with the government thinking that you got what? A direct line to this entity that you will never be able to get in contact with. And you think that that's a good situation to get into as opposed to making a relationship work with the child. I don't care. I'm tired. I'm tired of thinking too logically. If they like it, I love it. Good luck to whatever her name is in NYCHA. I just have a feeling that she could be going into a worse situation than what she may already be in. I'm telling you, people just do not think long-term whatsoever. Everything is the short. Everything is about the free, whatever is easiest. And I understand that people don't want everything to be hard. I get it. Got it. Good. I get it. Trust me, I do. But that doesn't mean that once you get something that's easy, doesn't really make it better for you in the end. And I just feel that people do not think that far ahead. But y'all let me know what you think. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.
We do not care.